na wakeka bi area che NDC aban se omo ahwe ama Maguire Sports Stadium ni state eni na ensem se wa ho eya oka se wo di achi na so akere wa dwene because na enya nura achi ya na MPP for move free power na Maguire na te se Wembley ana se Maguire na te se Santiago Bernabeu Stadium January ya December 7 ya de to abayi move free abamu from 2008 20 omobedi akonyane time the past 8 years ago mo betena Ghana akonya kese so no ye bisa wo honorable move free abemu no na Maguire Sports Stadium na te say Wembley Sports Stadium and na Old Trafford na Etihad and na Sukuru Sarakukuru Stadium won Chesa bibia wa Ghana ha say no na dia politics bibia wa Ghana ha na dia politics once na mo abem no mo mabem ene ka ketu bi na nka Ghana ekobo match Togo Togo for pamoye maban ewo eti akonya kese so no na Ghana enya ba bi emmo ye qualifier some 6-7 months ago ya ufri abam a aban no betra so no we say u Canada pass omo na ama Maguire Sports Stadium aye se dia aye no na dia na mo ye ono mi bisa dia na mo ye mo to on dia na mo ye enye mo aben ya na esipon awiate appropriate nya mo aben ye nya mo ankasa mo finance minister ena ebeka chere se na stadium no ne renovation na mo kra renovations do amaye okro wan say no wow. Honorable, you shouldn't do that. Politics na moya, but sometimes the ordinary Ghanaians who don't think Samu Bekabi Biama Ghana for us or any of say no. Ghana for any of you, Mudim Komobia Murayo, Ghana for any of you. Muma Kabibiaka Kama that be. And we say stadium, no Maguire Sports Stadium states, and yeah, but what did you do? 8 good years. Maguire Sports Stadium, ne papa be pan and what time and amotisono. But ne ufri abem no aba for buy no. E obe say Ghana for nyina so we buy no. No. Ma ya ma me ni en ho abro sa. Yem fensa nhyase ye moto nu won ensere. Na de na ye ma ye nyina. Esaya ma ye nyina. Why? Yanko anim na yemfa yensem no enhyehyɛ so na afi me ma wedwafo akwaba na yenhyase eni komo. Sir Christian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning Andy.
Na bibia bokɔ de.
Yesu adom.
Yankopo ase.
Kakra.
Ya de yankopo ase.
Ya ba ne aba.
Nice one. Sir Maxwell.
Yes, boss.
Bibia bokɔ de.
Yeah, me adom Andy.
Nice one. Honorable no sem no kind na say mama pie like I can't because sometimes and 70 be on my is a Ghana for the you. O me ke bibia ke mo bia nso we e wo msa pitch ne nye but mo to on dia na mo ye.
On say and ye a binary responsibility so very say ye pitches in stadium ni na ayeyi but what ma say. Nti say bedru be na stadium na pitches no is not in good condition. Certainly I say we NSA for that matter NSA na ya aban. But the mama know ya adwene say efforts have been made to make sure the place is put in order. But what I say, and during or no any time, send a stadium ne ayen. No cranny say yem pesi be who say be sabim. Into whatever this government want to do, be our money to make sure that the stadium be put in good order. But for him to turn around and blame, say we mun I say in the end, let me say infantile, childish talk. Maybe I hear Drew see, I don't say there are types of talk. I can't say be okay, say a mature talk. But it be a business talk, self-defense talk. Like business talks, we all come. Your time, we saw what you did. But I don't say so be the same thing. If there is somebody who should criticize, it shouldn't be you. And our criticisms, I say, are constructive. I saw because maybe at the state of the Maguire Sports Stadium is not the best. You agree, said those times that's been the case. But now that there is change, to start buying so also making sure so be training in the area. This is how we speak with wisdom. But who be genetic now be that now say Ghana and the politicians they thrive on emotions. Emotions ne area mu free no mo de kasa no mo de yedede on the uye there waka no bi so be so and it's in ma omoyesa. By than that, so kase ebia yemma the state of the stadium ne enye ya na enye befitting there. I think senka ne kwan so and as a Ghanaian so we're right to say that. But the way our baby or they for blame say way by there a concrete effort being made. Even our crying Kumasi is being now made. And I say fire service for near ding in our home. Now and the bigger thing is this. At the end of the day, I backstage where I said 77 per Ghana, I said 77 yen as a whole kruma. That is the harsh reality. A yakwa is a 7 yen as a whole kruma. And is it that the whole Ghana as a nation, him therefore as a form bet me put the stadium or the pitch in order? Only see an Chad Yakobo in Jamina, Chad capital. Na yekwan di be stadium amu yusu maka over and over say the solution to Kumasi issue is a grass no kra no omo renovate amandi asay into we yakra 3 days e say Kumasi needs a state of the art stadium. So we should put this one because renovate a down renovate kra ye week so that we get a new one and just move on from there. Njandi nasem na okan dey yem fan to baby for now. Of course say okase yem make yem money better. For your use there is nothing wrong. Say, most often I hear Kotoko using no, but the stadium goes beyond that. The most important people using should be the schools. Because who take over from more Kotoko, more Black Star, a school when you bring on to athletics and all the other games into a mokra using the air higher. Until we need to make sure say the Titan track near seeing a new one. Because you use 100 trim. Baby I know I'll call 2 ways or competition be a standard trim. Or I cried on we will legon. Nafa compare we. The whole stadium should be pulled down. Say a possible binding taking that measure. No making sure so be to me a raise stadium to a certain standard and be befitting Ghana. But say we be nature to too many way there. The question is dabbing.
Max Medas is a Christian.
Andy.
Yeah, some more.
Meaning the NTSL is surprise. That is the work of politicians and that is the work of opposition. What I say? Politicians will always be politicians. They are not here by moi, one you know. Or what nature? On say, as someone I honorable Lake Andy, Tamamua or more Bemuno, and yes, I am public in Casa. Maybe so. Yeah. The position of Sa former one now born Nadino, and yes, I am public in Casa. Anytime beyond the opposition is always in line with what the public sees, but give them power, and suddenly they change. Messi Asemno, send your messenger na, and the message is correct too. And I'm a take away the messenger, and look at the message. But the entire amount for and say a bit hypocritical and say the messenger had opportunity to address the ono complaining about no. Messenger now was given every opportunity to address Nieman now complaining about no. Why yet? What the Shamo and power assistant make us say NDC a wa bemuno and the pressure babo musu. The entire pressure emo musu kakra say they are enjoying the goodwill and almost say eba yenche meboa. Government ready say power was handed over to NDC 7 January. Yeah,
so like 7 months.
Best 7 months. So 7 months, and what do you expect them to do within 7 months? Say, you need 2 years, and are 3 years into their term, and then can we make it this idea, and it can make it sense. But a government are just 7 months in power. Are they already 8 years or 1 million? You don't force that government say onion within 7 years. Say bet me in within 7 months there. Now what the Ghana for bro? What you must say? Yeah. If you are asking somebody to do a there in 8 years, 1 million, now so be for 7 months in there. Now 8 years no, and the one fair to a Ghanaians. It's not a 7 months ahead. Diana was the before 7 months. Say, bet 7 months. What were you guys doing in over 8 years?
This was what
give them time. And this, in SABia, we are being soft on them. Just give them time. What I say? Yeah. After 2-3 years into their term, none there may be promises on Betimia, Samuel Omunya. Then you have every right to ask questions. But 7 months into government, and the 7 months to Krano, the first 3 months no formation of government, appointment of ministers, board members, no one, why no, it almost started so more year, you man Casa Krano, a bare 4 months pay. And the 4 months, the 4 months, 4 months, a diagram of Usia, 4 months foundation, let's give them time. And then relevant question to be asked.
This was what the member of parliament for Otafo posted on the social stadium remains unfit 7 months into NDC's rule. Kotoko deserves better ahead of CAF tournament here, Tony. Kumasi's economy and Ghana's image suffer. We call urgent action, fund repairs, fix leadership, restore pride. Ghana's champions needs a home.
Sa MP na so no kasa bahat to Ghana. Kasa bahat be for opposition on the leader on no more yin so on kasa. Because there's a majority and minority leaders here were called for assembly economy. It's all about it. And na Chris say, your mouth chance, what did you do? But Mr. Maker said the fact they be a man a chance now one and it doesn't mean shouldn't be fixed. But what I say. So what he should have said and say, Ebia Kumasi Stadium is not in order. Enti or person train buying or the men gas always buying or train advances so train any Kumasi. So be a bit me benefited the economy and all that. And no, yeah, like there is a lot of wisdom in what you are saying. And but what you are saying, but so what your politics, which leadership, which Ghanaian and Rebecca James or Mumpe leadership and all that. The issue has got to do with the stadium. So let's stick to the stadium and make sure say it is fixed. And I'm also trying to tell this government say the fact that also see your friends a befitting venues there were all the regions. Then for that matter, districts, you know, it is good. But Andy, there are some regions that you don't say they don't need, they want it. Because there are needs and wants. But as a nation, Nankasano, we need something, and this should be unless Ebi or my gonna say, but you see, your blacks are not here born, you know, they are fine. Because even Legon, they are no crown. Legon Stadium, it is so NSA area one. No, I saw Mujaima Legon community. Because take it, na park ne dark. Take if only say take they deserve to have a stadium. You invest. At this they invest in University of Science and Technology. They should get a mini stadium. Na produce and your bond where be players, a be athletes, a be other games aba. Because university games are only yes most of the national athletes. In Zambia as a nation, and one thing we also have to understand. Last night you care about the security service. Say omunye games and in Bacho one central. Police reserve. One parking it out. Wako oko wache. Everybody. Only say police reserve send komunya to send Castro te be in case ye be mom. Nanka tracks near Adina and now him say private companies no police vicinity no. Because of Mukoyom games, they are charged on combat media reserve lot of revenue. Because of police for a best security zone, they will be happy to be there. And there are a lot of things we need to do. International candidates are buying Maguire Command Stadium, yes. Because Tamakotoko call Confederations Cup group stage and the young how the economy in Kumasi and Kumasi see a Kobasi will not be able to play in Kumasi. It's going to be a problem. Tell no they are buying Maguire, others no they care counter as if one do it, madam, because.
Okay, you must have heard Thomas Partey's issue because after court, no, you the Hong Kong, but and the course who court one Casano, Munchi Muna and Swabenti, you never be the Hong Kong after say the foreign news, no, and so because I'm not pay no make us Valencia supporters, no, I shall see hashtag no two party, hashtag no two party, and me say Ghana momentum pa ama supporters leader or supporters chairman. Babonting and then another two sons. Leading on a bar, yet a Hong Kong and Sweber, and then courts inside or no, and someone not a course. So in some Mabawano, some Mabawa say, and Miensa, over 2 Yanamabawa Miensa, and 5 charges. Nina no Domoka, you see Yankasano, say you no question to see you, but Sano Mabeka the actual court, no, Nina say Christian, Ewa Maxwell, yet a breakdown and submit to Yaba. Bellum Tabri, the young common and Kofab on Nisem, Jacob, I choose a leading production team, the bright, what tell a bright, Usudal Poor, woman Ewa has Samson, Joan, and Eddie live on Facebook. What to say Christian and Kawati Maxwell and Isian and Comedy, Eddie Andrews, who submit from Yandika Stasia, common on Yaba, dear Kenya, and swear to us, Yabasi.
Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Right into here, Rambo Kakra live on Pure 95.7 FM live. Our Facebook and pay Pure FM TV on Facebook Sanso, and I'll be joining our various social media platforms as well. We'll call YouTube at Pure FM TV. Open your Samsung and Bright can come on YouTube. No, 117 I can watch is one more our TikTok. No, yes, Chris, our TikTok. No, to come Max or page one more. 117 cloud friendly matches outdoor. Airbus when about 3 p.m. I live Bobokono. One everybody at Venetia, Samsung Arsenal, and a viral game on 5 p.m. That's our game now. Airbus Deportivo La Coruña, everybody at Real Oviedo, Aston Villa Bobokono, woman any Roma, Real Betis, Babo, and the Tiacomo Boboko friends of Valladolid, woman and so any Hatefe match in the Betis Social so Emma Missam na Urum and so Europa, and Europa League qualification was National Champions League. Yebena qualifications out when Subetia so Mammy Fawe and to get a tournament to go so across and games at me across Congo, and Sudan, Ebo 1 Senegal, one Asha Nigeria by 1 goal to 0, and games and also Koswa, the other one some Ebamu Ewo Journalist Mammy Fawe, and to get and Burkina Faso, and Central African Republic of Mauritania, and so everybody Tanzania, Nina games have us on some no, yet Ebamu Ewo Journalist Yenin Komo, Naya fans simply be and to give a branch, your friend is Thomas, a part of your partners, no, and Raya then the court a case is now so Betuja, and my catches and no part and so court no, because or pleaded not a guilty, Emma court, Emma a bill, a bill with air conditions, and no some conditions no, yet didn't Abraham Ewo so Diamante, and I said no sounds about 2 years old, Piemo, El Bobo Conference of Villarreal, and it is a part El signed 2-year deal, and a Maviero, Tim non soccer body, Maviero, Nebum, and Villarreal supporters about Tim today, one at the petition El Como Club and Penny for, because Amon Pabrantia, French Thomas Air Party, woman per player, Sabi, Yadi air rape charges, and so they are our club demo. Now, I know must start with air petition, Diamante, and a son of Adiano Guswa, and also air trendy, Whoopemo answer was Spain, Oko Villarreal, Kuma Eguso air trendy. Now, I have Villarreal almost supporters, a chief, open your friends, Caesar, a penna, and Wabab Tim Nadia to us, ordinary president, and I have Villarreal supporters, no, now Ocean fan to us, and supporters, Nababeka, and also the members, Nababeka, and honorable Ayajane, some the members, no, Amon Pepate, because of air rape charges and party, so the NS Amon in the Yajane, Momocrano, the Omakans as a party today, Wamo Villarreal, Amon Penny for Anti, no commerce, Amon party than a bar, the NS a club, party every single game of Babon, Omo Ebe party, so commerce Ojebola, Ombebuno, and all the open year friends, Caesar Pena, one of them answered as a party, and tell us what yes, here, now signed the club, now Omon supporters now, and also much chair party on, one Ebe or no party, and found Oyomu player, and Deba, yet Ebamu and so joining us Premier League and now Premier League and so Tiashas here, now Mamtons Ebashas here, predictions outdoor, and so Edika Ebadika, Mami Opinina, your friend is Owen Hargreaves, or no other predictions, and so about the Obeti League and the clubs are, one Ebeko relegation, or reference Owen Hargreaves, and the predictions, and so I want to Joko, and earlier, and also Omia and Domo predictions, and so the guy, and the Minister Antem, not Obama Canina, will be answered the answer between Ediaba. Now, Owen Hargreaves, according to Owen Hargreaves, no, was some young fan to say, and a Premier League table, no, Yebe Vietnam, at Liverpool, Wamo and a bit defending Premier League title, was in Liverpool, Omabaji League, and Nanwachi, Arsenal, ever sounds at the second, as a second, a place team Arsenal, and watch Man City, ever the third, almost Chelsea, ever the fourth, Newcastle, ever the fifth, Tottenham, ever the sixth, Manchester United, ever the seventh, Southampton, Aston Villa, ever the eighth, Brighton, ever 9, Nottingham Forest, ever 10, Fulham, ever 11, Bournemouth, ever 12, Crystal Palace, ever 13, Wolves, ever 14, Everton, ever 15, West Ham, ever 16, Brentford, ever 17, relegation, Sunderland, ever Sansoko, Burnley, ever Sansoko, Leeds United, Omoba Sansoko, and according to Ra, your friends Owen Hargreaves, so there, were predators at Liverpool, ever defend the title, I say, Mamma, or friends said Joko, because Joko answered the ever after Owen Hargreaves, and then the Abano, you have some idea Joko, answered in the Premier Premier League prediction and so now according to Joe Conso prediction one also chairman Liverpool wabo and Everton League no Man City ebetoso mienu Chelsea ebetoso miensa Joe Conso Arsenal ebetoso 9 West Ham and as a club of friends Newcastle ebetoso enum Tottenham ebedinsia Aston Villa 7 Brighton 8 Manchester United 9 Fulham 10 Nottingham Forest 11 Bournemouth ebetoso 12 Everton 13 West Ham 14 Crystal Palace ebetoso 15 Brentford ebetoso 16 Burnley ebetoso 17 relegation was a season where Wolves ebeko relegation Leeds ebeko relegation Sunderland ebe sound circle back our championship and so far predictions aba yet emamu ewo tumodino smeko transfers na made in 70 enso dia ba no paya mame abranche friends Ivan goal sand na ka Ivan goal sand abranche we Asia Academy OGC ni supiemo ewo French league ono striker enso edema club friends OGC ni Demet and ano parents authorization enso free news aso aba abranche travel and so England na obey the medicals no sign a contract and the Mabobo conference Aston Villa and the Matias a striker una emre na kasa na request here some penny for enko fademra amadamate and it's a verbal agreement in place after sir a Bobo conference Aston Villa a table 30 million euros plus a 5 million and no add-ons and so the comma these needs for no and so accept I'm a player now washon ever screen so no Ivan a good sound ever PMO Bobo Quad team and so Aston Villa no toss at Villa Bobo Kono and on Debetia yet Ebamu Ewo Jumadin Candidature said Chelsea player Maguire and so PMO Ewo Sunderland maybe Sound 7 earlier last week and I made the Sound 7 about Mammy Fentus and Opedamete and it's a year Casano Abrantana your friends Maguire and so Sunderland Namina reports Omu training grounds or our medicals no after so baby the medicals no the attendance of a signed contract a season a long loan and all signed from Chelsea Antonio on a permanent base a loan and a Crodana friends Maguire and so come offer Barcelona and the PM Chelsea after 1 year Chelsea that sounds like the a loan and on Debetia yet Emamu and so which made the catch data same player friends human song and so a free a club and on a Tottenham was no America Mame a na branch and time of Codri and so early and on a Los Angeles make catch so at Amal Los Angeles Air Football Club mo follow FIFA Club World Cup no na Air Los Angeles wam be no more than of them the attendance almost anya a player your friend some a human song and Ranajo and free South Korea and the Nichemu and so America na a 15 million pounds and a space and so Saka from Air Saudino and on a report I'm in Saka yet Emamu Ewo player after some video a country and so airport na early almost supporters ever walk Cabeno wouldn't some the people at the JCs and no I express almost just number 7 from Eddie Koshia a player friends a human song Emma Osani autographs and running the team and air corner in the airport to the pardon and so a song a player because over the 10 years England not just over the Waji trophy and so the must press over team in Abrantano and I could our earlier you didn't want some Emma not a new club friends in Los Angeles or game Mama Timer a song I got transstance you know you something they confirm it you know and it's Abrantian and the team one free South Korea echo PM early na and so stance name wabra one community and na game early for and so go no na to stance one correct game just Abrantian and one about the medicals no signing a contract no na say we be and so to my cover at Amas Spurs any player your friend some son to son your timer and team no game across and now much you know na only and so to throw ma on so monitor and no course when the new club and we meet the new teammates no and later saba yet Emamu which made us a family Rodrigo na in come so called Real Madrid Demet and Arsenal team no informed say player friends Rodrigo and on Monday and a Madrid players the report here and some a training grounds Valteva Basa started a pre-season Mame fun to say now just Enra Rodrigo Enra and on coach and friends Xabi Alonso one meeting and so to me cause na Demet is a meeting of course no yes Rodrigo and so I catch the coach now. Your friend says Zabi Alonso, sir, on uncle, Obeste, and so our Real Madrid no fighting for position. And the OGD as a Madrid Bokono, baby, Omujana say, and the baby on Sujano, and you yes, Obe free I am Madrid, and Tiabrantano, ever to us as Yakai, and Amabo friends Real Madrid, and no I report a Mensaka, yet Emamu and so join the teams are Namo Rodrigo, Sawia Arsenal, Sawia Liverpool, so with Rodrigo, Mammy felt is a player the best, and so Real Madrid. And no aya diabetes na oko Liverpool team the Mohamed Darwin Nunez na yeni ko say diabetes and say bibia enso anya ye set Darwin Nunez ebenya akwa Saudi Arabia obenya bo enso the coach Francis Simeone Inzaghi nature say Al Hilal and a branch of Francis Darwin Nunez enso betimi akọ diabetes anopai verbal agreement no aye club here Francis Hilal and Liverpool wo enso wi menya reports 53 million euros na almost a heavy add-ons and a back heavy add-ons no easy just almost better rich and I know ebema sika and sweat me akosoro and a report I mean say club to club agreement today one area say diaka and say Hilal team no and Darwin Nunez one can say they can send a personal to no one else be complete we are abranch and else be travel as I say can say what the Liverpool team no and so Anfield we be free Anfield no the nature more and so Hilal no kosane and Hilal Boboko no and a report I mean say yet Ebamo and so what you so na mame fa we enter yes Newcastle United on the players baby and a Newcastle team and so akose omo pe omo na me so Trent mame players na Newcastle pe di omanya any omo a womo enso ama no adwene because players na Newcastle pe o we less na because emu mienu pe and a Newcastle United omo team no omo nsa team aka players do na after say enra ebeto yes branch reference Benjamin Sesko and decide so about Manchester United no and ya compile a star list on players just na Newcastle energy omonsa and so etimia kama me fa we and to say na omope Anthony Elenka omanya no na omope Aaron Ramsey omanya no name Benjamin Sesko omonsa nka no omope goalkeeper James Trafford wako Manchester City no omope Hugo Ekitike wano eko Liverpool no omope Joao Pedro wako Chelsea no omope Liam Delap wako Chelsea no omope Matheus Cunha wako Manchester United omoko for Brian Mbeumo wano eko United omoko for Dean Huijsen wano so eko Real Madrid and it's our list we are players Makuba edu 10 and a Newcastle team no epe emu 2 pe and omonsa timiaka emu 8 womo nyina enso ko other clubs and club you're from Newcastle problem no dey DNT and players no enso mpe so abobeko Newcastle omo do mani chemo different Newcastle ebebo UEFA so ebebo competitions I can say in the Tennessee teams no we Manchester United position Benjamin Sesko Edris obebo Ediama United Matheus Cunha Brian Mbeumo omunyina akọ for Manchester United and yet ebamo ewo join us afei mame player na your friend Benjamin Sesko nankasa obenya the different pictures afato se mame na ni ko enra Manchester United team na wo so wo after say Newcastle for a bid come Leipzig for the G2 no and a Manchester United club no and so kika mo mame fa and to say United boboko no the tennis omudi kai at omo first bit ekoye na you say our fam omo reject here as at enanopa 9:49 a.m. and we German time na me nya report Manchester United boboko no and so ready mu say owura friend say Michel Ayasafa one penny at the man Leipzig boboko almost had a bid for floor and so me nya report say 80 million euros plus add-ons just say do no and so betimi akosoro and no club your friend say Manchester United because and almost is a Newcastle team no at the 80 million ama Leipzig for Ajatum and no say Manchester United for now so mo abra and omo say player there na kumem on person bebo Ediama Newcastle and omo Manchester United and Benjamin Sesko no e person see akere mo nti awaso be kika omo na omo make sure omo sabet me ka esa player no the meeting say United wo so mo no pe no yes Newcastle different targets na other targets omo pe no Juan Wisa Nicholas Jackson Jackson, Ole Watkins, and Lois Openda. Our players are so come say Benjamin Sesko. The understand player no. I decided so about Manchester United. So Monsa and so can Oko United and then Sa Atakasa. Medio with the answer to the Ombako, Noma Copa Airbaco, and so the Rava, and a reporter Mensaka, yet Emamo, and so what you Manchester United to me because and focus a Premier League, you know, a profit. And sustainability a rule no other and United because United told us Omunisika Omubet Media making signings. United has spent over 60 million on Brian Mbwabu, over 60 million on a branch of friends Mateus Cunha, and the almost sounds to the 80 plus add-ons for a branch of friends Benjamin Sesko. Now Premier League a profit and sustainability rule a day and a club you're from Manchester United and the maintenance United team about Mama Brancha, your friend is Matthias Cunha. Mama Cunha, United team is a rare. Now, when you want to a monkey cademy, Matthias Cunha, no, say, oh, your calculations, now, say, oh, your analysis, no, now the Nisel, no, some Manchester United, I got all the Coca, United, this season, about financial, a statement, and what a almost say, a Brancha friends, Matthias Cunha, United, Airton, the Sicano, some a Sicarina, a last season. Amu enso financial statement in Muntanka, this is in the almost a car, one ebet India to a player, eno a diaba. Na Mammy Openia, friends, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and your reference Omar Barada, oh, yeah, United supporter, Bebato Tiaway, Oleke Junior, no Munte, sounds Anna Kojo Batty, Diatia, and his Oko Openia, friends, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Afe, and a Manchester United supporters, Divis Omakai, Emrebi, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and your Openia, friends, Omar Barada. Because almost signings on by Rombeto players no episode ball and Manchester United many players are Rombeto and yes a player bia no air kwakoto and the United supporters the Sansem na and penifom yeni webeka no eno ena Sabri eno AC na onwe eye Matthias Cunha teams ekoye akrani state say a Manchester United and ope Brian Mbwabu teams ekoye o state clear say a United and ope so si akan eno ya Benjamin Sesko and so say a Manchester United and ono so ope so si akan ti ensam na a Sir Jim Ratcliffe emo ane Omar Barada mo kan no eno mo di so eno na happen eno a deva yet emo say influence United edi 15 still a players no are attracted to a Manchester United Diaba Sansam, yet Emamu, Ewo Jordan, Oko Manchester City, Ewo Etihad Air Campus, one Omo, Air opening training air section. Na Mami Air City for training session, and now Maxwell Odyssey Christian, and it's a Manchester City for this. It's a season way in for the last season. Said it on open Omania, na season way, Massa, Ombema teams and Swabre, Yaka, a possessor, Omo Ebe possessable, na Ore Omo training session where Ubu video Nankas explaining Anyama because Omo training no more 8v8, and that's 8 versus 8. Now volume aye up. I know Omo sound so practicing aye throw ins. Now Omo sound so practicing say Ombesha goes, wabra Omo pass it through aye gate. And two bones say yes Omo jina now born Omo Basha and Omo say Man City, Omo pass it. Over una bono and sabato net. And to way a passing a sequence Libya and Ra and what training says sorry a trainer air coswa and almost a pep agent aside. Color a tour agent aside. Or Panya friends some a pep linkers whereas agent aside. Now a players no one more process training. So I saw video here where Manchester City acquire on person with the class ever faso. Nami admit a new season and easy into passes no. Ubenya a lot of short passes. Man City Emma Bonnet. One more pass ball and kakran to passes Nindy way there a city for 80 cents on by no say way area no 18-yard box to a halfway a line 8 years a both sides not just almost pass don't dream players no ever stay closer not almost pass it short passes and do a video edit and no a Manchester City pep and then the and so a training grounds no and on any day one more and so what you now wouldn't say no training session hey young pep and your branch friends Ryan Shalky now you won't pep and you on Ryan Shalky and your are reasons why now mommy a Savi and pep and Ryan Shalky you see Ryan Shalky okitabo and olusu bono nana the pressing LFM what has one press so kwa jebo and a pep etwe ne gina nkyɛn hwɛ training no ɛna ɔmo yɛ no hwɛ pep ɛne abrante friend sɛ Ryan Chaki ɛna akɔ gina nkyɛn no na sɛ yɛ unua si tiatia mu no kyerɛ sɛ masa ɔmo firi hɔ anasa abrante no firi hɔ apɛ ɔsan so kɔ lusu ball hwɛ ɛyɛ pressing no na kyerɛ sɛ pep ayɛ na adwene sɛ season wei kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ni agorɔ ɛyɛ ne brɛ ɔte aseɛ nti ɔno ɛne player no ɛne wɔkyerɛ no sɛ adeɛ no wolu so a ɛwɔ sɛ within the shortest possible time ɛwɔ sɛ ɔpress no akɔgye nti ha Shark is also lusu pass na olusu ekɔgye ɛyɛ Bernardo Silva Nathan Akemu ɔmo pia no dimirika saa no ochesi sɛ ne nsɛm ɛnso betumi aka ɛno ɛyɛ deɛ ba yɛde wɔn nsɛm ɛba mo ɛnso odwuma de yɛde so Man City no mame akora na friend sɛ Claudio Echeverri meka jo sɛm ne no ɔmo ɛtwɛn sɛ abrante no wɔm ɛde ne bepie mu ɛnso ɛwɔ club friend sɛ Girona ɛno ɛyɛ ɔmo sister club ɔbɛkɔ Girona on loan nebom mena report sɛ Roma for di kan ano ɔmo pe player no deɛ ma kyene sɛ Roma for no ɔmo ɛnso increase ɔmo offer na Roma for no sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛfa akora no na permanent deal name ɔmo fa no on loan enti dia kan sɛ pep mom ebe ma green light sɛ mpanifo no ko bi any problem ɛyɛ pep Guardiola pe ɛna ɔso ɔte ase sɛ pep ɛte ase abrante na yɛ fa no sɛm ɛyɛ Claudio Echeverri no ɛnso bɛtwa ne ɛyɛ club friends Roma on loan ɛno ɛyɛ deɛ men sɛ kamanya report sɛ Scott McTominay fanama me oko ɛyɛ Italian Serie A last season ɔno ɛna na ɛyɛ the best player ɛwɔ Italy ma me fa we ɛnto yɛ sɛ yɛse ɛyɛ Scott McTominay and you are nominated for a year 2025 Ballon d'Or and 28-year-old 48 games last season 16 goals were Serie A champion and a player of the season when your nomination a year 2025 a Ballon d'Or into 10 players on the Bebano over Abrante Friends McTominay Niding and Sweka Salis no and Yet United supporter Trent Mami Harry Maguire because United for Drona GDS also Pamu Harry Maguire na unti the American can say Harry Maguire Sada Manchester United yes Omar rejected 5 different offers from air class Premier League and Italy Harry Maguire na Manchester United team nankasa and rejected many reports United Maguire a new contract sounds and Maguire Sika Ojeno Wamba sounds watum Harry Maguire and Maguire nankasa this season no excuses. Manchester United players no woman excuse be Edema supporters, woman excuse be Edema sympathizers, and to no excuses. I get this season and a senior Maguire and at this answer no one answer to the yet Emamu Ewo so now open your friends say Jamaica any post scores and almost to Liverpool team nasi. Now Liverpool said the Omania Bere so mo person to a year Abrantia your friends Alexander Isak Chesem, almost person mo kwa ekosi be £150 million. I don't know Jimmy Carragher any post scores and say Liverpool Namu was says can beto Isaka Adenti and Dada Man Kwankofa I am Mbappe and Fanan free APN 150 no then come bet me to Mbappe Mankofa Mbappe and I'm gonna Namosa and Isak and the money say 150 bet me as far as 150 and the Kwakofa less than Isak and Penifon you know almost Omojune Hua one Entiasie and Diamete Bukayo Saka many reports Saka and so signing a new long-term deal. Ediama Seminar reports a contract to the sign ya Obama one of Arsenal's top earners Omo Etiopica Kasia Palo Bukayo Saka and Sebeka Salis no and Demiseka Magay na Magay captain Edema Crystal Palace na oyo player enable to just Liverpool Abra na Omuja Gerard Konsa Kwanono and a Liverpool didn't replace Gerard Konsa the American is a Crystal Palace team no Liverpool added 2 official bits echo Amanina Oma turning it down. Now, you see, defender also decided to unforce a move. Because a club, your friends at Palace, or respect you, me, papa, and was sounds your captain, Eddie team no, and it's a Crystal Palace team no, and to me, I'm finding agreement with a Liverpool, and you know, and a Bacco forcing the way out. Said a bit on at a Abrantia friends, a year, Alexander Isak, and Swayano, one Edessa, and no Ed, Oko Chelsea, woman Egusu, a Kuban train, and Egusu Aquaso, Mammy for and to get some Mark Kukuera, on Sebetoja, Sanomu Epen, Ever El Nas. anaasa Cristiano Ronaldo na opema Kukuera ewo Al Nassr Dement Enanope and it's a Chelsea a set one fa Kukuera a new contract and just almost en common there America for a FIFA Club World Cup and omudi sound community what is announcement abase Kukuera I extended the contract Ediama a Chelsea team na Mr. Emmanuel Enyonwa mami fa we ento ya enra and I'm about 2 when after say AC Milan when we Luka Modric the next player Crown France and Don Jashari from Club Brugge mami fa to say enra na jo they come many arrive obemiti Milan fans no enum and Don Jashari enra na jo you say over PM and so Milan Debbie mami other video remember we so we nano pay you enra omiti fans no enum we no pay all the medicals no enum enra na jo obeshia AC Milan supporters no obenya sa video no enso dia bantenie we Andon ti enra anajo desium na nipa bi enso gina bonten twen Andon Jashari wo ba bedru just ene ti we time bedru no Yasan so in the medicals ne dey achro enti ene oriye medicals no sign a contract no ene ya start training with Bobo conference AC Milan eno reporter men say ka yet ema mo enso odwume so ko Italian league ne ba mami openya friends Rossi na Rossi ono panyin adema Serie A referees no dia mate ne say dia Serie A no decide say ene womo enso woman aye referees no say woman ko VAR woman ebema kwan ema referees no enso I explaining I was stadium was said aye FIFA aye Club World Cup na referees baby na VAR intervene na referees no ekwa pitch side ekwa monitor na woman di kan explaining at the stadium no and so woman explaining to the whole stadium ansana on the decision and so the no Serie A no and so be your opinion your friends Roshi as about mistakes will be last season the wabra no and communicate enough and so what decided say on the communication and so become wabra and so adapt style no and they been say can mark 100 test again Mami only one Laporte near ko say test again any Barca just say asem no enwanwa mami fa we ento ga say almost say Barca for no say woman ehunu de entia test again de oye no de entia le wofu na almost last season Barca almost last game senka test again sa game now senka Barca eman 3.5 million euros and a coach a France and Flick and na sa last game no Eddie Chesney ekwada yase ho and a test again nebu enso ekofu ye ebio se otewo na omosenso akosane one Garcia edenaba na chese eno enema branch na your friend say a mark 100 test again e decide so bet 10 against a Barca club no eno the free Barcelona for so ye ba answer wo mo say sa sika na nti ena wonua adwa nebu afu a wo ye de oye ni nyina na uru say yese na one Laporta ene daku say enra omo free test again no person mo arrange a meeting with a test again na omo free the first one fa omo free the second one fa omo free the third one fa omo free efre mark 100 test again sporting director Deku efre no na president one Laporta enso efre yes course ni nyina no mark 100 test again one peke ba kumpo diabete anopai and it's a Barca team decision and it's oma cancel yes I meet until sir I branch reference a test again one kasa ebe requested for a meeting and a Barca for any meeting omo de no ye no branch na ma enti oma cancel sa meeting no mama fa we ento ya said diamete and it's on say and no be catch us a Barca team no and so mo better take disciplinary actions and the team mark 100 test again say in a Spanish La Liga for no and say without a test again ni signature woman to be enyentum ebio almost see fan to get say abrantia friends said test again uramo Spanish players association yes we contact mark 100 test again no wa ka say emanu suru Barca for hunahuna na abo players no omo touch players association no wo etai na chi without any consent Barca entimi emeki ne injury what just in the recovery to be making a public and omo Spanish players association no womo etai abrantia friends test again womo etai na chipa ene oni Barca for no betri ko we wasan so nya support system and no dem say ka Barcelona third kit many reports opiem Beijing Nike almost shop at Beijing. The Americans almost start to air ton Basa, one third air kit and oh, Mamma Basa for third ages. No, yes, in Beijing. When I start to air to Amanco for Ashasia, air to air Basa, when we Jesus no intended air Basa third air kit no Edomoton and so Beijing and air the Meseka Basa where the woman cram you know Inake Pena any hectare fourth. Many reports in Omushia Ominum agents Asia Daku. Na omo din ko say omo be so mo hwenkra no wo mo future enso wo basa inaki pena wo be ko hector fort wo enso be ko eno eye de mense ka Chelsea e wo defender friend say Tosin Adarabio yo sese ananse oba Nigeria am be ka cho say obebo eye the tournament e wo Nigeria mame fa we ento ya say eye Tosin Adarabio de mete and say ya say brand decide say obebo enso e de ama eye Nigeria omo national eye team no ento obebo e de ama Super Green Eagles no said and then Upiemo and so England and Quaresenka England national team and we say said the name Akika Kono England and Emma so Nigeria and a branch and so about Nobel Edema Nigeria national team no AC Milan ever defend their friends Malik Chow Diabet and it's a Newcastle out for 30 million euros for Malik Chow. Yes, our crown professor by joining Juventus. That's so about Edema Newcastle. And again, another player rejecting Newcastle. So Newcastle and Juve Malik Chow and so person about Edema Juve. Then so about Newcastle and them say Liverpool our cry. Your friends Tyler Morton and pay one Eja crown or call Leon 17 million euros and a Liverpool one son Enyaka Wilfred Ndidi and Nigeria ni Mamen confirm we will say Onya completing the move no from Leicester City. Say Wapiemo and what take Besiktas only gonna social ni team no Edward 3-year deal na Abranton 9.5 million and a club friends say Besiktas at the Ama Leicester City omo FA branch na your friend say Wilfred Ndidi and no dem say come me UEFA Champions League logo no na you go say Demet and it's a Champions League and according to UEFA and penny for almost say group phase no omo hear dem say nyame ya adoma ever started and no around 28 August and a group A face no and so between ashas here and no a report am say ka yet mamo and so with medina senano pair ni nyina yede san komo yet mamo e wo aye show no so mame fa we and to just pure sikapuduo dial star 426 star 18 hash no select option to a pure FM yeba 6 air boxes select bako the amount we have so try wetin atwa udi ya instant resource a game na chese won saka resource na usika won sa enso atwa kanti star 426 star 18 hash we our Caritas lottery platform no so afi ma menka so mena power royal guest house Shim School Junction baby a Grace Gift Hospital no we ba talk o se say o pe baby abeda wasumbajo room say kama na chese omusanso standby generator and so e flow 24 security 24 hours omo 2 and 3 bedroom apartment ma group samoko weekend getaway into Mako Shim School Junction when it's California no your shuttle our airport offer about 0543 556 666 0543 556 666 afa Hills and Valley Sales School me can to say your patas a 5-minute drive from A movie house and my friend 3 months and the CCS from our foundation in your school no was the most conducive learning environment Montessori trained teachers na omani kun kran na nyamesom kwaso and almost etitem kran kama na any moment the chem kran de no updated learning materials abel for the aba security and so your top notch omo weekend school edru weekend fan kran bra na entroma the oko school or onko school crowd your final be chana de kama patase 5-minute drive from movie house and as opposite Vegas air software station fresh company for 0504 355355 0504 355355 betway influencer of our own way na also show or bet no na all share code with our friends and our family and our friends and our followers no na omu channel na also any 4% e wo omu we gane so into the so be share aya us no no share code ne kama we exclusive on air betway woni 18 years a betway won kan wo afa genjamet eso wo se no fabra nyensie wan se to kra bedem wo se pai o se opesa ya white opesa wo share silver na say gold 88 opesa wo share braces a fabra Kumasi Abrepo Junction Bantama High Street and I cry no go C5 Junction main station Tachiman aya Maxima Market Kente Road e what you offer 05 0598-731-8283 na we enso enti monkomo na bibia enye kama emfa ema Sir Christian
yeah Andy
ma memra wo he na ye monkomo
well entia Ghana fu nyina na enra na party court on say omu e charge Thomas Party no na party enko court omu say the first appearance in court na 5th August which was yesterday and a Thomas Party a call a court enra him say enra kra na ndi u break it down edman say appearance no and lasting more than 15 minutes but the kosi court ankasa no I think say I was say Magana fu nyina ehu on because he didn't see a charge party for a rape charges na dear na party ye yentia ena ye kasai Thomas Party ejina court mandi ensem no doso na me pese me no di akiri na baby a me pese Andy o keep reference to a timing ehun hia me pa so the timing na chi a ebe mo ati conversation na ye ba be di no yi
okay
complainant number 1 on say complainant from me miensa ma miensa ena de Thomas Party akwa jina court enra Thomas Party e court no they need him say a rape but rape no in which form ena omo accuse Thomas Party say wa rape no Andy complainant number 1 ye mo din o say most of these rape cases no ye na victims no ye protect you ye don't see even court appearance kra no ye nsara mo money muma
but ya na me ya na ham yo say ye do mu see be man ye na ba be gira ho na sa se wo di bem kra still na do do ko ye na de e ja no
e mra o ma hye do system ni omumro o ma hye no enti complainant ni de ye mo ni din and omu images and they say for their own protection because once a party a popular person or for in the event that they show their identity and they threat to their lives so to protect our complainant they need to hide their identities Andy yanko
okay
the only kind of say between April and May 2021 and it has a now the party have a consensual sexual intercourse. But what you say?
Yeah, no breaking it down.
Because a consensual, you mean in a and a sexual intercourse, no. Bemani or Bamua, Yenina Yinimuno, Bema de Sebi, ni penis, Ebeso Bano, Sebi ni Bem. Now, in the course of the act, no, and a Thomas Party, ni Bemano, a free ni Badim. And away and I just say, or they send it to anus air penetration. About this in one peso. But before so be realizing, Andy, not Thomas Party, at the show.
Hey,
Assembly C, one a man can specific date, but I see between April and May 2021, and Assembly C, Andy, between April and May 2021, Obano could make key report a police station. And the say case ni see menfa say April May 2021 May the 5th month of the year June July August September October okoye case no in police station and the February 2022
to May June July August September October November December January February 9 months later after say assembly see say many bemana hye mpamu agudi ye di agro na no sabi wo yi ni bema e di akɔhye baabi a mempene so ama wa force di ade na hye ho any matter through the anus sexual intercourse no but assembly see May 2021 no and the oba koye case in February 2022 sa o make case February 2022 no and o mo arrest Thomas Party man koye that is the first complainant. And the same complainant now was the Thomas Party a rape no through the Anderson. The same person say between April 2021 and June 2020, May 2021, and then from April to June May 2021 first one is here na one peninsula. Was the Thomas Party ko sia ampamu biem. Emma o say
at least on 4 different occasions. And the atwetwe maso ne se esi baako esi mienu first one esi ye na wampene so no wosa ne abrante ne sa akohia wo mpam e ma baabi ofa ho na wampene so no and the wosa fa ho kora na no 4 different occasions na wo se wo mpene so eye den na ade baako esi ya wo mpene so no wosa akomie sa ade koye wo so ono de ne no de enye se dia Thomas Partey ayire ne ene na da wo ono Thomas Partey apene so se ebeda. But only Thomas Partey danano the natural way of having sex, Thomas Partey if you honum and the kose sebi utiemia inteshibuna bedema or the kose to first one preso I had there now standing the koshe and Pamua good bimwa was it at least on 4 different occasions, Thomas Partey to complainant number 2 Andy Tiase where complainant number 1 number 2 they say Thomas Partey invited money by the fee. Thomas Partey asked for sex. Now on preso, but Thomas Partey forcing any die through a vaginal sexual intercourse. Then there a normal rapia a course yeah or another besame Andy one preso. There woman said was it assembly December 2021. Unta will make a report in police station, and the Ono could make a report at police station February 2025.
Oh, 2020. So more than 4 years.
In December 2021, Partey invited money by the fee. Or by the fee now, Andy, Sabi, or person, Partey, the person on any da. 1 penny so no. It's December 2021. But Baba wano eko meki police case and the omeki case in February 2025. Police for etonsa Fred Thomas Partey na voluntary invitation.
Okay.
Partey responded to that invitation or police station and me question oyano yejana manukoye. Charge number 4 Andy and also anal rape. You can say anal rape. Say the first complainant first complainant, second complainant now was the Thomas Partey and rape no.
And then second and vagina.
And then be a rape vagina rape now so. Now sir conifie in February 2022 now rape through the anus. So the first person was raped in December 2021 and we had normal rape. The same person say, and the February 2022, Thomas Partey repuno through the anus and okoye. Bandi and also be case in see February 2022 no. Unim time about a case in police station. February 2022 and the Omeki police report no September 2022 from February 2022 or up to September 2022 and sana Omeki a police case. Get us to complainant number 2 na him. Andy number 2 na first one was the Partey a rape no first one no. Second one or rape through anus no. Or say another complainant on one so I make another complaint. And also see June 2022 and now Bakaya a question Mabella in Spain.
Okay. So Obaba Akupe rape no 3 different incidents. And the kind of rape no 2 different kinds. Bakuye vaginal rape and a bakuye anus rape. But on 3 different occasions, 3 different venues. The third one no ekosi Mabella in Spain. And now there's a third complainant now. And here child number 6 or say it's February 2022. Partey invited money by the fee. Partey invited money by the fee and a Partey asked for sex. Now on Peneso. So Partey tries her or any better against her wish. Partey tries or any better no Partey tries her or Bekisino. Partey tries or beso sabino no fo or beso on the body partner on personal or try several times a Partey stop it. Now Partey person best stop it, but eventually Thomas Partey stop it. And no, and Andy almost say a sexual assault.
Etienra the Kosi court ne say your friend Thomas Party eba court. And now charges are dear bottom because ultimate court abra unim your charges.
Yeah.
And you spell Thomas Party charges at the man. And on the bail conditions, there's a omiti asanya mani bail. You spell the man. And they beside they say Otiasie and I say on Tiasie. Thomas Party say Otiasie. Nemum Enrano Andy. Thomas Party was not asked to make any plea, whether say or you guilty of those offenses or not. The etosumi no say, and the only say court na party coin a magistrate court.
Yeah.
The Enra on any charges in the Thomas Party. What you two movie and it say court na Thomas Party coin. Omuni jurisdiction of which so the case has been transferred to a higher court. Our friend the Crown Court. A honor Partender's appearance no September 2 and a party echo the next appearance. Even as we speak now, you started a trial. The next appearance no Andy almost a big case management. Case management, evidence are prosecutors in the one. As a Thomas Party lawyers no. Now the Thomas Party lawyers in so one. And so Edema prosecutors no almost lawyers. Now on the same date they form a jury. You cast a jury and crofo be omunim ranum but yenim so madwumu do. Who never take case no mu take case ni wi a ye ko trials ni nyina no they will listen to obia answer mobeka. Now, based on the Bekosono, Andy, they make their own judgment. Maybe Thomas Party, Ejina, and Rano. Just say, rape, no. Most of them were consensual, normal sexual intercourse. There be a problem, one say, what the Koshe, baby, any Kwasem Kodishe, and the man is a mum peneso. The other one say, Andy. Anna penetration. Is it that easy?
No, I don't think so.
Say, obi person odi bibi
for we too.
Na ompene so a. Is it that easy say obetimi aforce wa de ne be ma hye woto abra ompene so. Na ensi baako, ensi mienu, esi ama oba baako enfra miensa baako so a rape normal rape ye. Baako o rape through your anus. Baako o say di na chi ni ene ne koma bela. Entino ensem ne kosi court no. Me de menya judge de. Ba me so say Thomas Party lawyers no. Any for form no ebetimi atransi as we speak now they will need to begin say baby a host wa ombeti be appointed to win their case no. That is what they are going to do. But you now start a trial. You best start a trial now. This is my case management. Then they form a jury. Not trial and say they etimi start the Thomas Party nra baby ojina no no o mpa ibu bia nandi no abatai Thomas Party.
Yeah, because now Oka should be now my junior who said Nidine de.
Yeah.
You don't think Party will have his name back again?
Very difficult.
Now look at what these Villarreal people are doing. Now to the extent that their supporters chairman say Sempen for almost sign a party. In every game, of which he's supposed to be their player. I also on any day they should be cheering him up. Because me kai say case Didi Kaba who from crowd England every away game a particular we are not so fast abuse.
And Kwani and Far Party uncle John Court. Party was not accused of anything. I accuse you Party BBO because maybe a Party Janadi there's accusation.
Yeah.
And a done so. But he's in court, the Biamican. And send you on more murder case, rape cases. And he said, yeah, only data akokun okwayim. You may even win the fight, but there will be permanent scars on your body and got that.
Yeah.
So only data okwayim. Na maso only data akokun. Na watimi wini akokun data na.
Awai data no mo.
Wakuna wie. Ba maso emfri kwayim wo mra no. Na scars bi a won body no kotwa bi a obenya won body no no enya de betimi apepa da. That is where Thomas Patejina Enra anos penetration.
Asema best yambe kama wasaga omi akokula was to tell a Christian to use the term rough road. He is polluting my ears. As unfortunately in the court of public opinion, you are guilty until proven innocent. A hashtag on the person's image BKB, most of these accusations are emboldened to do so because of the players who walk not sue. It is about time accusers suffer severe punishment to limit flimsy accusations. Maybe Partey can start only if he works to repair his tarnished image.
In the event that Thomas Partey goes scot-free, nothing happens to them. Say the system, I think say has got to a point that what accused will be wrongly, because Andy, yeah, can say, and then can call a lot of other images. German master a room. On him say Thomas Partey crana say court anyane hwe crana was offer punishment.
Yeah.
For 32 years. Say Villa of one signing na. Crana and a lot of big teams bet me assign Thomas Partey. That period in na Thomas Partey is going to lose it. And Adebako e say finish lawyer na Thomas Partey afado or charge on our basis. It is get best free Thomas Partey who akono. Now could be more. Yes, what did him to call? Now this has no toast to a wrong accusation, suffers no punishment whatsoever. And I think it's so unfair.
Gangster, brother, good morning. I say, time Ubusa say, Ubusa question about anal sex now because I don't think so. I say, you are very funny, bro. Your response to Sir Christian's question, I don't think so, is cracking me up here in bed. Good morning and kudos to you and the crew members.
Yes, psychology class B and sometimes rape cases, we don't need to defend it. But there was this lawyer of our bottle, Coca-Cola bottle, and of our pen, and what the pen and this the penny crowsy, and a Coca-Cola bottle you cram see, and now the pennies and a person the bishop tries to be the pen as him. Try so with me.
Say the intimate room. So
it is what I say.
Also, the not crazy raise should the entire rape no complain as most often I will say Bema the Obasu to me rape Bema on himself. Yes, in the law say
who's that?
Yeah, sure. But I say, "Memma, I na ye ferry say be kwa bonti akoka."
Ebi nso ana nso wupe dada.
Mento ase kan ye na mento.
So who say no me life we be. Ebi dey me life.
Na say amena wo de me be we ha na.
Na wo no only cousin.
Na nya di the host show. Na nim na kasa.
We get it.
Sa wo rebe
we life we dem life.
Hey, Christian.
Na
oh, say Grace.
Na pam are you going to report?
One out de one out de master with your life. I mean, them no one can be life be Adam. One out say master with your life, but meaning said your light. What can I just a one out? And after some wow, I say, no, my queen, of your nature. And say, also raping in and say, be only be better. One jantum and a one penis. See, Bema so can also be bullied into that area. But I say, yeah, ma'am. I am not Yisru, say over bow, so bad because he be out here, this and that, you understand? See, our rape for crown, be a wire no idea, our in a crown, rape to me, PM. That is the real because we are our and wire no idea, Bibia. Nandi be our force and in a da. It is so rape. It's a marital rape, no so. Now, and no, we are Chris now will come about the entire a man. Yen said, I knew when him said there is that stigma. Only said when a woman is indeed raped, Andy, more confidence level in our bathroom, and in the society, even they had their marriage and their progress in life. And say, I am not rape a serious issue and not just a normal issue. And these issues, because I am criminal, the state against why you perceive is a wedi boneno. So it's a serious issue. Now, crime, so there any expiring date, but your crazy, so like crime. So we are born in a crime, any expiring date. What is the something to me the bonny who cry where we create to me trial? Well, now corner yes you to me trial now. But all the fact you to me you found to, but I bet you have my judgment. Then that will implicate you say Tamana or Bia or Tiaseno obey a convict. Just to have that title is also there. But now you talk of the anal penetration. Chris, don't be surprised. It is done. Whether it is hard or not hard, anal penetration is done. Meaning, so what's the American? Although it might be hard, but the hard things are done. There are people who do hard things easier. Maybe a Chris or me, yes, so crowd, but will be so fire no one, no one can one ton. I also you understand the point. But in some no say, or honor their money and say, baby, as 70p or honey or more canocre. Baby, a Dania de Betu. Me, yes, so honor, Miss Remy count, Miss Ray. To say be who say video be a banabian point be a name. Contombre, but also what I say. Or they will be fair and make sure say the law no will state it because you heard Benjamin Mendy there or be a castle or you're guilty. But at the end of the day, no, his innocence was proven. And I think say pertain so able to me about the same area. But I will say most of these issues it's got to do with the culture of the country now, Frino. A problem for we Africans has been say a culture and that is what has made us we have lost. We are lost, I must say. Do you know why? And who created black people's culture? And you're not a creative white man. And you're not a bomb culture. So why have black people thrown away their culture and taken a brofo culture? For instance, every black man Christian should have Brunidin. Okay, why are the Chinese not having Europeans' name? What's the idea? Chinese in it. The Arabians don't have European name, but they are so they develop. Adena Chinchina Africa need ye. Upe once a year bibi need ye. Sa okofa Brunidi the 2 D. The moment once idea identify ni papano AD number 1. And then this on me agony. Until sports say a World Cup and also even World Athletic Championship games na. A team any a throw players nechi. What's steady? Majority of the names are dead here. Omucho say name why? Because a throw be a Asian and now Uswa. Straight away Ghana. Aqua baby a Cote d'Ivoire. Ebi a throw Dembela. Straight away Mali and now Cote d'Ivoire. And say didn't identify baby are free. And I hope so what they are making us say. And there are some of the names are Abrofudi and the Afa Bebre no name the meaning of the names in common fa until Bia Utiembia correct the meaning of your name. Most of you Bebre Mba fight somebody Samudi. The meaning of the name Bebre na negative. But because Ebia Yabro Memeti and the name Udianga Saide.
Andrews.
Bibi no see
Andrews Osu.
Andrews Osu. Debi Udianga Saide to Ere.
Kojosu.
And na yewudi me friend na Kofi Bosompem Christian wudi yede and na yewudi eduse na crash vivi na sa vivi oboso challenge me and the enemy yedin until we Thomas ono ni jesi e chodin be
Thomas
adenja ono anape excuse me and wafa Thomas untumi fault but ni din ne pattern. Because the moment you mention the name Pateno, everybody can trace and know where you are coming from. Thomas, you might be an American, you might be an Irish or even an English. Obiani baby out free. And that is one. And say ba ye culture moi. Send me ye mbajo uti. Since I see the abrofo the no so yes.
Candle night.
The no so abeka wana meboa. Good. O the do to chair ye dressing. Andy, me framing to my say, you're to quite no quabrocha or like a drew baby or say jacket, if so official, but majority of the time no eating.
Frantuma.
Can no also as you know buy no eating.
Traditional way.
That represents him. The moment I'll be who dress and non so who be brand pania de a free bar and employ nuani. And the local food ning in our Ghana yet you to tofu. But your love no one mum ye more easier. First no. Nkediana na ye easy pa and the sana nkiye wo Chris and K fufu ada meboa. O kra no afren ko for so o mu be di bia mmaji bi. Na utumi wo fufu. Enti your society na e break it down. And your culture ni nyina ndi ye to atwene. Enti e ba ware mu e ba in fact sa married by ordinance na freva. Enye ye dia e broni dia. And the wood dia ne ye busua no mienu asia no ma exchange ma. Yabosom pa yewie nti ye na mo no mo ware and ansa na bia broni beba no omo nya successful marriage ana but ne broni nti they tell so ware akọ na akọ sign contract nti wo ware na akọ sign contract untumi ware bi nkan wo ware bi kan wo utumi se utumi di utum unya nka ba ware bi aka daddy se me no me se married by ordinance and there enya me first option me and there me Because say even Oko Jamaica Rasta for say omonye majority omon worry by ordinance and on from the common law. Common law say they marry ewofie and but if you ordinance or the best secure a best guarantee you the success in the marriage and I get the baba and in a old measurement or about near position or see and court and sign is a mijawa obey also do not try back say Sam ran up so and I say a Ghana from mine and say Andy so Barney prove it beyond reasonable doubt say indeed Nisika Sheman Sanoa Bejibi. And clearly speaking, all these things has got to do with our culture and they are not explaining things for us to really understand. But maybe they become so out free. Well, but sending a castle out free cry, Nidin is already tainted. Sabi Jesus Christ, saying Nidin was no cry. No, say there are some people who only there are some people who and son ya door momo. There are some people that they are loved when they are alive. But when they are dead, they are easily forgotten. But there are some people love, people love them after they are dead. I don't know it is when they are not there and San Uncle for starting so show love to them. So what I'm trying to say is that Pate Dine will be soiled. But say a great say to me exonerating was a Pate Enge Bonia in itself na kunim kese. It doesn't matter. Even Sule on a fighting for the rights of all the players. When you stand for the truth or when you stand for a good cause, people will definitely tarnish your image. And since we nipa now show image to be tarnished there, and they want to mean go into a criminals on Bajotia, they make it and the Uber Bonnie Dimba 4,000 or Kodemba, or Chris Obeside. Obeside the same thing. But yena sabe ye sro ye hono. Ani Bajotia azia, baby one the usro humra or no be kwaba. Instead of because we are saying a one. It was so nipa Chris senior Tiena on Nedili. So yes, sir, you not have too many problems. And in Bajosa, say, meaning Sandy will be an in Semego. It's me, Sandy, see exercise and just so yet. It be and you problem, so we exercise. Me side the way exercise, Hanamba. Me say be Andy exercise. But Andy can give you an advisor. It might open doors for you. But yeah, you band the 1, 2, maybe Andy. Amma is Kebiazo and did no lie. Minko Chris or baby a Chris is some ego, or also a very good advice. But Chris, you want to say on Uska into Chris or then I'll be scan out because of Uska. But Andy also ideas and wisdom to miss me about what Menga wisdom because a Chris mammy scan. Never win answer Chris can I'll misuse it. And as I'm making a mebwa. It's a scaffold chrome my year be Andy or more and no more mighty or more phobia or more bell to say. Sometimes I'll be you and your boss. Ebian from man Timuntem, people will not even understand. But Ebia the ideas crowd well yes or body no the mouth boss no it makes things goes up. Until we need to learn. Now you're making sure say one problem any yahim for no. I was so almost sorry. Well, not almost ye Ghana ye instituted the culture into the youth from the younger stage. I think it's going to help too much because they say, "Oh, baby, crash here for no cojo men's and heard you my grand DM for just here for your family win." It didn't the man right.
Hey, Nami watching a measure the right transfer. Okay. They are the winners and the losers in this transfer. Tima Oye win a pa transfer win in Ano a Liverpool. Losers of this transfer no. Newcastle. Watch now you delve into it. But in Facebook viewers, I respect them so much. And sometimes we should now comment among for BBD attempt there, but a lot of them Emma education. And then who to comment Facebook and let's recognize them. We fee Kweku Gaspar Facebook. Or say they should implement the Kenyan law on rape. Kenya for law be on rape. Or say Section 38 of the Sexual Offences Act states any person who makes false allegation against another person to the effect that the person has committed an offense under this act is guilty of an offense and shall be liable to punishment equal to that for the offense complained of.
Yeah.
Okay. What I say?
Matthias.
Oti what I say to me so. Next I say me differ. Next me come 12 years. say what about to me so near him say me for na false accusations are
exactly me trying to king I was on a king I enacted that law so I was say all other nations so I learned from Kenya. But Abia in Kenya, the law works. But Abia in America, it's not like that. But jurisdiction, so a county. Inti, America say, you call the Kenya for no, like I'm saying. Almost one say, Abia is only very rampant. Abia, a cost will be real mindable. And then you be as an African, you also know this is what is MY. Until you enact a law. Until Kenya no be to be in fact as some culture will be so just like that. Or the culture so bedroom to Andy Bachawati. So if this law has been in Europe or elsewhere, those people will also be serious.
And number two, say Salifu, Larry, Adam, and in the message also makes a lot of sense. Because look at it this way. Time of the incidents and time of the report should not be something new. The reason maybe the ladies at that time didn't want to report at that time of the incidents happened because they were in a relationship. But maybe the manner in which they broke up or party left them might be the reason they decided to report the matter after such a long time.
That is also, it
makes a lot of sense.
That is also brilliant.
Makes sense.
That's a brilliant point.
Makes so much sense.
Just maybe. That is brilliant. Yeah, only obi a date you. Nipa no like or a real for you. All of a sudden, you better not walk off phobia. Then obviously say we won't face and the obi or the better. For example, in normal life, and the work will be at 10 years. I did Albert years will be a baby. Okoyo also ni mo ne papa nyina almost dey bi omunim to baby apefako into resources ne adene obi wo ho a o akoma pa or the better but and obi so wo ho a obe take revenge. So that is another brilliant and oh say na your executive producer is just say yeah boy adwuma pa anti obi on the echo una do like this here it's we have +1 -1 it's also a brilliant idea.
Okay, they don't want to say with their contribution. Now is it test again moment?
Now say test again yeah pam no na oyene.
Me was one of former directors never can say we kabasa for the mom carry munya or recover no ba. Some of better choice good.
Oh, they be who say
sanity. The oyene only the sanity. Nobody
say all kind of crap test again.
For so against your wish.
Yeah.
We a Barcelona player, you under contract. And Barcelona's opera. 18 come you use time no find your registration also no problem, it is within your right. But me say when you work within an institution, sometimes authority rules over talent.
Exactly, and there's sanity.
Sometimes no
hierarchy.
Why you too talented, our talent no be rule over authority. No, a bit mindful. The number one. They say uniform. As a Barcelona cry drop you are. Nobody is going to speak for you. And you know, or no one ho. So opportunity be says test in case of free Barcelona. I think Obenya some of the middle teams be AS Roma, Nisa teams be on Betimia Champions League or Besaye German number 1. Says the Oyeno. Say Barcelona head dropping, the Barca head dropping. Barca head dropping. No better third choice. It means that Copa del Rey Champions League nyinano onye binda the position our German goalkeeper German national team krano is also under threat. So about one but to save his own career and especially national team career, why don't you make a move? Test in case of make move. Me as well teams of even back in Germany. Obenya teams on bet me assign Test again. But okay, still I bet Barcelona knowing very well say Abuana si on Kawa on Abuana Kawa on finishing channel. The Barcelona they are not going to use you. Onya number 1 BM. And once that position is made clear to you, and you need to find your way. But if you say you not find your way and you stay at Barcelona, no problem. You are a player. But say we Barcelona player no doesn't mean say you know anytime you also have a choice. Say we make you third choice goalkeeper.
Yeah, just a letter no cry any say. On the first choice no cry and the other and I'll buy and I must say a be more about to ninety. So the best thing is that you decide so you cancel the contract and pay him off, let him go. And here one option. So no also ka say debi or the obeti scan so no pay team akwa no see on the decision. But Chris, the fact that on a Barcelona work contract run, he can also stay in the team. But what I say until say contract never running into be there wrong. But the reality of the matter is that or not a surgeon who say sa guys too no mo nya de ensen no ti asem no be ha na me di wi ama the money ye issue ni say and the I say otwe maybe am ni Chris say oh be anim say oh ye nya de ensen. And all of a sudden we are being chosen ahead of you on the same work na ye and now feel say you are better. How would you feel? It's a feeling of ABR like I say ye demeaning. And because a keeper be and come ya there saying but you say we him no or no feel say we him there or we am why should they be done? So it means that they did not that do a man yes with respect. Into no also a rebel. But in all cases, no, yes, he's still a good goalkeeper. Chris, I agree with you. Say or cast up Juventus one that goal. So I'm gonna keep up there. Or call Juventus from Bejeno. But Chelsea cross Sanchez no or call me Sanchez no to me akwada. Oh yes.
Chelsea for them
oh sir, Mrs. or kwa ebi as a Chelsea fan there.
Chelsea for them.
Ebi a Manchester United so be to me to nana. Madrid they are known to me to Courtois. But what I say. And then a rumors so free PSG. Oh be to me and a wow chrome Germany so club be brave wo. On say on what Bobasa 10 years. Only say 10 years no abo. Akwa we higher power. Only say 8-2 no na. 8-2 on years no. Okay Roma there train on no say Liverpool there for on wow. Nipa baako nti Messi na wona wo dem na team ne nya dia also keep an oyede
Matemera se Max on say Christian na FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers no jo Ariana dia to so dia ma na ya hwe this is here oh Max on tasi is here na me nemo monko mo want to remember darling post na abeje transfer update no FIFA World Cup 2026 match day 7 Ghana against Chad we confirm say on Thursday 4th September 2025 it was start Olympic Marshal Idris Debi Ino and about 1 p.m. Now match the 8th Ghana versus Mali November so on the 8th of September Monday Accra Sports Stadium no so be around 4 now on Accra Sports Stadium page no and I am for Ankara one no NSC boss what you to just say o make sure say Accra Sports Stadium be ready for Black Stars game
so that our stars would the stadium will be perfect for playing so that our stars would exhibit great football.
Okay, eno NSC boss ena yete nenkano. Now, yenim komo kakra enso wa hase. Now, on the issue of GFA president term on person mo extended no. Onse enano the general secretary of the FA anyway to ya Prosper Harris now the rest qua anyway to ya say a proposal a free class no it be a class it be a referees to class the class na dey say omo CEOs no ya dey aba na upiemu ewo techian ono CEO for Adriana na yinti na nsem wori ato ya on this issue.
I'm for it. Conversation started in 2019 during the days of Kofi Amwa and it depends on Congress. Every portfolio. It's been a long kind of discussion. The GFA wrote to FIFA and they have been given the permission to do it. And one thing I must let people know is that it's not about cake. It's about the future of Ghana football. You want to synchronize our term with that of FIFA, and I don't think there's any kind of big deal about it. So when it's time for election, whoever wants to contest you avail himself. And if you are able to win and then you do your work well, the 3 terms is there for you to grab. So I don't think you should do in the case wanting to get a 3rd term. No, that's not the case. It was having some kind of projects that can be done. Yeah, because the more the president remains at the helm of affairs.
I know Alex Techian tender and ordinance and so they are to Gano. Oh no, Adriana. Now Kennedy Boachiansa and so now there's new CEO for Nations FC. Also the position there.
I think that it shouldn't be a bad idea for Kate to have a third because of the foundations that he's laid for Ghana football post the analysis. I personally was a member of the NC Special Committee that organized the NC Cup in 2019, and I saw at first hand the negative effects of the analysis. And so once the NC, the managing committee hesitated, Kate came. It was always going to be difficult for whoever was going to succeed or who was going to continue from the NC committee. But I think that with the foundations that he's laid, it will just be proper that he will start building the footprints of Ghana football, and then probably after a 10, someone else can continue from there. So on the personal level, I think that is not a bad idea. The analysis supposed to actually destroy Ghana football.
Kennedy Boachian, and Kennedy and say nations. Mafia for Ghana football. Hey, Kennedy, me want this weekend. Now, I could see I do LCSU Edema Bibiani Go Stars. Honestly, DNA.
That is even a fourth term or fifth term. It's all based on popular majority. Who must vote and say yes or no. So, in my opinion, the third term is in the right direction. You say, and people will just argue, but it's a fact. The post-announced expose, the soul of Ghana football was dead. And it's dead because even as a football person, you even enter the kind of facts and the kind of assertion people have give you even a bad omen to start to deal with. So 8 years to this fit, though I can't score him like 100, but looking at the way administratively things are changing for the local league, the national team is an era that I think that he must up his game in respect to the Black Stars. That happens to the big heart of Ghanaians. But notwithstanding, in the general link organization in perspective, the man have scored A. And the third term is not an imposition. I don't think that it is coming that Kianiki Kate must be the next GFA president. And do the voting. That's the right thing that will speak at the democratic level of our game. If you look at the current status, there is some kind of ambiguity that we need to waive it off. If you say that all ESCO members are eligible for 3 terms, then you come back to say that the president can only go for 2 terms. So in the big space, is the president an ESCO member or not? He is. So at any point in time, he's part of the exclusive for the king that somebody can challenge this and win the case. So this is a time that we need to bring sanity to our status.
Max.
Yeah, Andy.
From where my boy 3 CUs.
Yeah, sure.
And voices of Diana, Nations, and that of Bibiani Go Stars.
Yeah.
They say they have no problem with it.
Yeah, they have no problem. They have no problem. So issues will be about so called term near there or because one GFNS it as a private limited company. And you're public or private. It's in the members now they take you on a decision. Now the issue is that say your private company now members say take a decision. Your interest first. But what's your say? Yeah, your company yeah diano. You take a decision. Your interest first. Any area. You heard DSTV. Said the minister and a castle until so is the interest of Ghanaians and Amibwa. Said yes, if you almost so it will be a plain interest. But the problem is that private company, because of FIFA are joining, we are custodian of our game and also our national teams. But what I say, ain't they handling football Ghana, GFA ball no more national team, they Ghana for interest first, your money interest first. Meaning so what must have not make us make it sense. Ain't it say Ghana for be dia reho. Not your mono ye born here no munsabeka ombe. Nemum se Ghana mombe di dese Ghana bo ye. Nebia di omona company yo mo di omo hweso no enya so mfaso and do enya di ombe. It is as simple as that somebody says yes are the FN issue is anetie. Because in yes are the Andy share Papa, your friends say Gold Stars man. Yeah. Yeah, Gold Mines Company, we a penny woman. What's the aquature? I'll say the league is being what? The league is being what? In your league in your Kobani, Sabi Kunibai. Young fan of the league in the referees, among Yadia, coaches in Yadia, even player quality crying. Because currently, what the players at ball league they compare in the last 10 years? Because, Chemi, only by arguing. Young fans are going to 15 players. Has are 15. Gold Stars are 15. It is our 3 teams. You pay 45 players. Ghana have 45 players. Quality 45 players within 1 season. Now England cross 100. Minimum say what master. That is why we don't have the quality. At that team, maybe a media ma pan 5. It's best year season no. Na 18 teams and they be omu here 100 players. How can you get? So we have foreign quota na. Only bear 3 or 4% pen foreigners a bill. A people who do. Inside the bear 96% no Ghana hano. More clubs in one season bring quality players 96% and no. There's a majority of the players who will come are not good. Into the essence year next season or more boy best shows or more yard. Into the following season best pamom. No matter how Febia, but you another seasons where best shows. I hope you understand the point. So when referees are not doing well, coaches are not doing well, the players are not doing well, hooliganism also has taken over. But your clubs in Africa, so many times they are not even able to perform. In the league in a also the league as well. Therefore, can even tell us because time on because somebody started league or they started the way time on the just or more yard. Nah, I said we
almost synchronize it.
That is all what they say. But if they buy a Ghana football because it seems no Africa, they able to compete consecutively or to make near or 2 slot before. Or mobile and record back 1-1 or a cup be my half. Or maybe they are free. Just a BBA quantity, national teams in a quantity, but they will come and Ghana as a black queen score after near detail. Even a buying criteria, no, and I'm not saying what they do should be given. Nagana and Kwano BG gold, some put for Muji gold, you know, be on Archer bronze. Yes, so you're serious. And finally, Papa never say, Yamba Fangra, so bonny voice. Miss Reno, yeah, you a guy super sharp. A journalist, meaning so Betty and Mokrao, a fresh guy and all that. But Zakasa is in Vasun is also across the stadium will be ready for them. Now, when see as a man, it should even be ready. Anytime we want to play, it should be ready. It should be made ready, readily available anytime we want to play. But your final may call me the Chad stadium near Boston out so any. My darling.
Chad unveils its first modern sports arena.
30,000. Stadium hands here ko in Jamina Chad. Nanzia Chad be rabo man on board Bonteno. This is what they put. What are we doing as a nation? Kasana Dawson. And then you'll be ready. Or tell we are working. You'll be what is wrong with us? What is really wrong with us Ghanaians? Ye kasado don't see any machine. Enter me catch ye born go na Ghana ni bia Christian Fakrum. Ya ye say ye nim bo mu si obia na Ghana dia board ye nim hu. She stadium bia ye use organ. Chad Andy Wayne any can who say? Chad Christian Chad any Rwanda dia ba Uganda ba Chad. Ahani ekobo ball no. Nti how bo say Ghana boys from be bobo be dada mu see ye ba Ghana we park ye boss ball. And it will be ready. What does that mean? Can you go to England? Near Castle Wembley and Castle ye massive renovation. Near say Wembley will be ready for them. It is always ready. And they are making an argument and do the mammy fancy.
It will be ready to ready no. And the Dabeni Bijaka. Dabeni Bijaka, who say one facility. It doesn't matter the timing. Once we are called to duty, the stadium is always available, ready for purpose. Anytime bia blaster or game piano, say making sure say one facility be ready. You both me say. Marshall, we are okay. Blasters next home game, no. Then you see the minister and our NSA boss, no, also saying that our stadium will be ready. What kind of air talk is that? Yeah, mamu mre, emre the man new government, you know, just justifiable. Say they will need time to fix the mess. When time is given to them, and after 2 or 3 years, you know, and yeah, it will be ready, not to be ready. It is statement say our staff facilities, you know, are always ready when called to duty. I don't know, just say match bar and Yakupe one stadium, it will be ready. The last time Kumasi Sports Stadium will be ready. Yeah, foresee Kumasi Sports Stadium ready. The next game, you know, Kumasi Sports Stadium now ready for the previous game, you know, it's no more ready. Accra Sports Stadium will be made ready. The next game, you know, Accra Sports Stadium will not be ready. Cape Coast will be ready. Are we actually what is wrong with us? But on the Madika can. New administrators, you know, you don't blame them that much. Let's give them time. But time near the moment, time Ghanaians must see work. After 2 years, and you complain, be a moon. Say, 3 years, and then you complain, be Yeah, man, for Bibian the previous administration after 3 years there. Now when you're enough time to fix what you promised to fix. And I share Ghana Football Association on. Minimum soya juni. A private company but private company we are there for public consumption, you know. Are there said driving your production? Any most of your decision, you know, the interest of the public. We are private company. PFM say private.
Exactly.
And they better driving a PFM decisions say making. Most of the decisions are PFM ebe make biano will have to be driven by our listeners, even though they are not owners of this company. Ghana Football Association yejitum mo ye private company yejitum obianum say enya ban public any interest bia ho mo ade na mo yem no mo private association and mo form bandi board mo yema wan
the public Ghanaians.
So any decision bia most of the decisions are and Ghana Football Association ebe take no and was in consultation with the public. Etinka ukwa bonteno and now we public opinion, public poll at a obetimasu man crofati asim and now we opinion poll on say FA president you know yemanin ko 3rd or 4th term and I understand the 8 terms now based on the public opinion and the other would also are driving your decisions be boa but the young kwabontin public na ye football their moment no ye misa I can confidently tell you open the phone lines say ye funny pattern say any pattern no ye misa ni pattern say the current FA president you know uncle 3rd term or not and I can tell you say one should be 80% who say no. Sa 80% don't beka say no omni e bona mo mu but mo e bona mo no omo consuming the product no it's not relevant when we are taking decision we so said no aduane ton no e dey na won no ano obe no aduane no based on only preferred taste
no
on penchene e don't find ntum abre o ton ma from penchene on pemako ono aduane ni pemako. And it's the meaning continue me from the contum, but me to my public on Pemako. Say you want us our private, but once the product will be consumed by the public, you know, sometimes take into consideration the opinion of the public. And that 3rd term, you know, for the from a football people, no, but we body their common, and one of the reasons are. I bet it tell them to push Kakrana Akano. Egu, Ghana football egu. Kakrana Akano. Most of the 3rd term you drive some of them away. Because honestly speaking, me pe omo push 3rd term agenda no. Saba ko metro studio hase. Open debate. Na on kanchire, you say am for the children to us obeboa. Yeah. They should tell us diverse reasons why they think that the current FA president you know it deserves a 3rd term. Now you see reasons why I undeserve a 3rd term. Yeah, let's have that open debate. Let's open the floor. Obi a proponent of a 3rd term biano must come to the studio. Let's have a proper discussion. Me, I am against it, a debate. I am against it, you are for it. In any civilized society, what we do is that we debate. For and then against. Here we are. The public will make their judgment. They should tell us reasons in there, and the also be my reasons in there as a cat quarter term. One also be my reason there as a cat quarter term. Obiama any reason because they will have none. The public na moye board in matters like this, their opinions matter, but they will not consult them. No, my dear say, oh, yeah, football people, yeah, a private company. We are private company now. More year born, and the Mudo say. Say for football club, the whole football club, no, and the almost entire staff ring now. Why share 50? From A footballers, management, and technical team. Why show 50? But Ubi Stadium, you are expecting 10,000 people to come and watch that game, no? So 10,000, and the public now, the opinion and what they want to know must be considered.
Okay, and Akwadwo Bechi has sent a message. They will later be pleading on fans to come to the stadium.
But fans no opinion in terms of second or third term. You do not consult them. But you do later now then you call them say when the opinion do not matter.
Last Saturday, Misha, the new nation CEO Kennedy Boachas also Obebaha. And I told him to come.
Saturday,
yeah, catch him so beba. Nam so umra.
So I'm candidate. Intimation of a phone, a friend. Kennedy is here.
Say no, we're in Tina so Mahano. You know. Ghana football is in safe hands. Who Kennedy and say meow. One thing some of was it not the same person saying that Ghana football when Dr. Kwame Chase says the Ghana football and the Obejai football
in every civilized society, some of us thought that Ghana football was not in safe hands. There are others who thought that Ghana football was in safe hands. In a civilized society, you allow people to be entitled to their opinion. It is a Kennedy, I say Ghana football, in safe hands. I have no problem with it. But in this matter, there, more opinion and no take. But in this matter, say FA president, let's have Kennedy or any other person Biana or support to that line. Come to the studio, let's have a discussion. Remember, the FA president and deserve a third term. Give the public reasons in here. You think the FA president need a third term? Let's have that debate. And I can tell you, the reason that will give and the one have necessary, flimsy or they will have none. And you are pushing this agenda to the public when you know that the bigger consumers of your products and the one from football people know and the public now but public no here when you're taking decision, no consultation whatsoever is done. Go and do your third term. You best start legal. You call the public and you see their response.
Right, Ghana football, and I go so I home, but still now you're very darling power or the room our clubs now so ekakra na ya sanso ahwe de ekoso mahu se Paul amame picture bia togba afede enim penifo bi ewo pobiman na bebusa darling mu nchemu Lawson Herbal Center, the Virgin Doctor Lawson Herbal Mixture to be nom them more immune system and general well-being, hypertension, diabetes, stroke, cholesterol level no and cholesterol low and typhoid fever. Join this oba bosume so alo bia to nka woni na won hede ho ade ya Lawson Herbal Mixture, Lawson Law Care Mixture enso ba bebo pa ma ye ka se ebi ana empemu agudie no akwakofo ya red se gonorrhea, syphilis, white candidiasis, and now your ba enso gu se bi den carbon be libido and a stomach ulcer nyina no obenum Lawson Law Care Mixture, Lawson delay man capsules no meme nyina dro ba ma empemu agudie e fam no Lawson delay man capsules en ronya na e heba any pharmaceutical shops here for Dr. Lawson 0242 133577 now in Enkasa First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program no Shasia no mesemo frano go call long vacation na me man nkotra fie emu nko wura ha no apia no na ma no ese no there be father bra no me sign up ewo kids first account our design for children up to 12 years and I say omo ewo me first account and so omo crafted for teenagers omo the ages 10 to 14 years no emeshimwe omo nya exciting 5-day learning experience any of our branches which First Bank and omo branches nebia na yesanso omo certificate about with a year products from Gino Kivu Top Up Pharmacy Awake Kiki any pep student I just say akran be sanso to win a cash prize wa bra onu suram essay writing competition Mr. Way I just say we are the second edition our First Bank Ghana for the friend junior internship program. For any other information for 0260 860250 0260 and trying email firstsolutions@firstbankgroup.com. Paul from Pound
Andy
Boko de
Nyamiadom Bibia Boko.
Fantastic. Unu se kroma say China Mall ba akopede.
Yeah.
China Mall Kumasi ase ba akope. Okay. Enti so we be dada say na be China Mall fufuro bi wa ha be mesro. Don't fall for that. China Mall ba akope. Eno so ene wa hensan. Lake Road Kumasi Abatoa. Ti na se wo se nkofo bi ase na be China Mall bi wa na see there be China Mall ye ba akope. Na China Mall say o shopping no e wa na so ye no Paul say be groceries, electronics, furniture, ni nyina ho no so timi beto no. Na because a dollar ne ba fo munti no, omo so atete omo nyina ene ma nyina ma tete ne bo ne so. Oba ho no ma be nyana bo for 0543 868 824 0543 868 824. Paul, Andy, come on, kakrai. Me who say one mama pictures be talk by a feather. And then how to folk place no problem. Na me who say brofu be nyina na chi
Katafo. Oh, Qatari investors. Say almost omaba and almost person be investor house for Bobo Kuni. In general, talk about Fede, His Royal Highness. Eka che place and say, I'm not fully baby house for facilities, no. And ya do money a general pa. But place ne more demo and a beman and penny for naba. Kata for naba. In general, come on, so. That go of the Asogli State. Abra one Kata for ne kono. Not Ghana ambassador to Qatar and so Ekambi. Ghana ambassador to Qatar. Ewo Qatar for no ewo. A video ne da sonandi. Okay, Jai Pobiman. I Pobiman. And Tobe any Qatari investors no. Exactly. Oh, okay. Ain't he omutin komo. Emma Tobe e catch almost say omu no mo yilo mo a Qatar for ne beba on board no ma ba be invest e wo bobo koni owie ya na didi dramani enso ka tire to be se omutana se pa ene mpanyimfo na ba wo no no mo hwe animu se nyame ya atoma mpanyimfo ne be saba because enya asem ketua coming season omo be bobo papa has folk ne ba ya kono ombe ku omo aye do ombe timi bia ama investors now on board. And did it drama has a folk coach, and so the San 72 ja. And general, now Pobiman aye de pa Andy. And a friendly game bebaso. Has a folk and is Zelina FC. No me answer. 3 p.m. and a game no air paso. Now always has a folk as inside players. Now send me bebo come on say players na justify no. I'm off for Zayid Shuran. Me catch there will say, Rocky Jaminan so it's likely some befano. Andy, boys now ko secretariat. Ama Zayid Krade was signing a contract. Rocky Jamina and so ko secretariat. Omuni na dinkomo. Now Samuel Amankwa Oko T.I. Amas Obo Oko United or a left back. And Andy Samuel Amankwa dieno. Dia maintain say and penny funding rating come but on problem kakrao. On say Ghana registration be close on 24th. But boy no any Oko United our contract till September, which is next month. And Tawase has a folk SOT Oko on just 1 month in Akan. Nafe almost sign a boy no. Enti nkomo okoso ba Samuel Amankwa de coach na nya aka champion for ne say obeyia no e wo left back position o Andy me the catch on say George Paku ofra Lions ne buy it's like this boy ne so be join the team no and ono so empanyin for ne na start here edi nkomo ama say bibi ekoye pa Golden Kujo or a mighty jet defender na no other Saturday abro mo friendly game no. One Kavno says he been about 4 and 5. I was second team name. And then Pennyphone and Kasa. And he has folk players almost pick from justifying him no and he don't want some mamono. Now, yes, a new striker being swappy or your bulky, okay, Kofi Koji. Why is a Kofi Koji type? Your friend Hamza Hussein and Pennyphone share any say, boy, need to be born home or dear. I'm on the best starting negotiations, no, not boy in summer signing. No, Abdul Karim, Obobecham United, Oko Nations, has a folk, and a boy, no, and common here somewhere last week. Coach Maxu did it Dramani, and a Fred Karim, and my boy in the Free Nations in Concry, and Andy, and Nanopa, boy in the cry. Ah, on a has a companion for no and so I started training and as I starting come and he has recruitment in Yamagusopa say I'm signing 4 players justify players you know amuno muria amu don beba be kan Abdul Karim and so omuni ni bewie International Asofokun common. But what's your kotoko? And
no images be of Asante Koroko as and then no training or
KNUST and Andy.
But I love their training outfits.
Yes.
John, my
check it.
I'm training outfits and normally, you know, from players need the core technical team. I just love them, man. And then when you go on social media and say, we talk about the Chrome of our own video, you know.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful. Jason and you talk of the quality of the video or the branding behind it. I think the branding very well.
Yeah.
Looking at this images about from their training now, we don't go to Tumrika.
Omuko to Trumi, Komuko work kakra, and on say pre-season Cooper test, you know, physicals, more of training supporters ne better.
And my pictures,
let me see baby say Christian say ko training kit no. Any house of folk training kit no. Wahwe ni mienu, emu dia na obetu.
Darling Papa.
Baby, I'm a comment.
Over 1 minute. Now, once a year, and I never ready.
All training kit.
Keepers need any different from players.
Yes.
Oh, they are beautiful.
Now, how's it in your Benyan called the way to one or the way to Nankiashi? I know a tear for
what you done.
Daddy, maybe choose. Who choose Christian choose? But the other choose
comparison. I didn't know them you know far. Young come for the union, I never say draw comparison. We have say the WFA no sound. So anytime you draw comparison, one where you end up looking down on the other.
Okay.
So let's appreciate the meaning. How's the NFA? F. Kotoko the NFA F. And you can see the way you got to one where making that comparison. Most often, you know, the choice of between the two teams, you know, driven by maybe our supporting. Opa, I am fan to social media. They say Kotokoni has this in the NFA. Most out of supporters who choose out of there. Most Kotoko supporters may choose Kotoko. May let's appreciate at the AFA by without comparing.
Okay.
Jada me penisa was your first messy the area to say choose when we want. This person is good, so is the other person. This Jesse is beautiful, so is the other Jesse. Let's begin to promote all the Jesse from Kwandia. Let's promote it. So comparison, and as speaking, I have never been a fan of it. Yeah, appreciate
we're coaches. A different colors.
German can come. We Arsenal go back to be team that already.
Yes. And Osha players and then they share black. Goalkeepers they share red.
Yeah.
Trainers they share green.
Wow.
And insanity. Colors nefe. But Kotokoni has comparison no criminal ya doing perfect but and also be my man we are sure some comment section one now comment section
now microphone so cause I was me nyina ya me fe
house so the NF and one said nyina no bia the colors na here definitely has colors nefe kotoko colors nefe minim but on the kotoko principal kwajeman they maintain some be register no said and say be di nkomo say on John Entry come consider mu baako but the ekeka kono atop prince na so because John Entry no MI and the principal kwajeman on be register no Isaac Minta injury opra Omunya muda oba and Tombe another striker to beef up the squad. International come free kotoko oba.
Okay. Matemira se Paul from Pong and soon a dear Roman Manswa about clinic. Araga Junction. Dr. Betras on Friday, Mr. So we tell me come on swa. And any the only herbal clinic a year Ghana has here would do a doctor no show when he has some show touch of no problem. No a cafe, no a chance so yariano. And this with him a prostate, an answer stroke, a diabetes, or sciatica nerves when he and our problem about say infection. Liver and when issues are Manswa about clinic and also to me call na yeboa friend doctor I was 0272 019 917 and 0244 626 590 na uni enkasa mamenkasa ensafie ewo Abrepo Junction patasi santasi taxi rank on ma bia open drinks nyina sorted drinks nyina no ba wonsa ebetumi akabi me pa cho se open alcoholic and non-alcoholic keresa de mo den de emunya di nyina no eya ensafie ena do ne be che se wo ye retailer wo ye wholesaler wo pretty eye bar and so wo pub wo joint bi na beton eye drinks wo na wo pe bia bra eye ensafie wo Abrepo Junction yensa nyina papa ebo no esan so da form kama se aberwa na ntia ya frɛ 0501 21 77 71 0501 21 7771 Angel Rock Mr. no ewe dwa so rock Angel Rock Mr. baba de na ma wonsa enke makacho se drawe ma jabie we bema e so nya bi esim panitiri wana se uja bi eto kamana se unya bi show bag we got time ya rutwa eboa ema ujo ukosie ya utime boy ma wompebe kama wonso anuma to wonso ni sa wonjonku uposo koku ena hewa aye Angel Rock Mr. no numbie na intimacy so nya na ewo aye heba ene pharmaceutical shops ya from mo pese mutu 0244719230 0244719230 na wajo Angel Rock Mr. na eno enso etimi aboa kama few of the birthdays na nya sorry ma ambitious emrawe say happy birthday eko ediama Nana Frimpoma ena wenya 2 years Nana Frimpoma we ifru grandfather Nana Kena Frimpong Prof Kena and I say young wish you a happy birthday Nana Frimpoma happy birthday to you. Sounds so anyway Mr. Benson Kwajo Dabanka and Mr. Benson Kwajo Dabanka ne birthday from Mr. Henry Ade and wo fa nwamo and almost say young wish Mr. Dabanka Mr. Benson Kwajo Dabanka a happy birthday and so emfa emarenti happy birthday
and you know Sarah babies onu na ene dia Louis Adjiman Alessa Samoa Ose Kwame Junior Mr. Dabanka ne da so no TM and ni padodo na afre no udu tafoa Sarah babies on a buy. Place P and afa nsem betuma mi mu nyina o keneta baby o omu coach ne da wono.
Okay.
Aye.
All right. Yankwa enim. We so kwadiama Sandra we student ewo Agona College of Education and your birthday. Happy birthday to you from Michael Apeu and also young show a happy birthday. Sandra, happy birthday to you. Namincha a perfect print as called behind TV 3 in Yakum FM Histo Lab. Ekonoma Malik winning Oscar Sanso and a doctor and the guys good afternoon and sorry Mama Sanso and I am fan television sports center bomb a DJ game Wiseman Mo Sanso and IB and Ura Yancha Munina and Erie Ewo Pure Casafidi. Well, I had a brema kind na ya the energy mediano and so yes, sorry, I be sure seba no abetos. Yankupo ya duma ya best answer shachna near the Kenyan and sorry abashan. So right after ambitious no a pure drive with a Kwamon Carter and any team no and did the Kenyan and so with me. I did Andrew so with your friend Andy Caslas, Oti a team in Enka, Oti Christian Enka, Oti Maxwell Enka, Jacob Ajusebe LED production team no ably assisted by Bright Boatila Bright Uso Wote Dalempo and Swenka Joan and a Facebook or any YouTube in and so a website a Nick and a Yunus Mohammed Obunina and so support Majmedian technically and sweet me so Yakuponka will be good afternoon and enjoy the rest of the day way from the camp of DL main.